Hello everyone, and welcome to another reading here on the Tarot Me Happy channel. I'm glad that you found your way here today, that you were guided here to this channel, to this reading. This reading is going to be all about spring cleaning in your life. So that means, what do you need to let go of? What is transforming in your life right now? What's happening? What's going on? What are you leaving behind? What is Spirit trying to shift you out of? So you can choose from any one of these 4 beautiful butterflies here. They're all blue, but they're all unique in some way. Or maybe a pile is really calling you with its energy. So Spirit is going to guide you. Trust in that. And when you're ready, you can find the timestamps for each of the groups listed in the description box below. And I will see you with your messages at the click of your timestamp. So you are pile number 1, and it's welcome to your reading and welcome to springtime if you are in the northern hemisphere, or welcome to a new season if you are in the southern hemisphere. Either way, this reading is for you because you've been called here today, and you have chosen this beautiful butterfly with these specks of orange and yellow. Spirit is bringing through something about changes in your communication, shifts in your confidence, finding your passion again, warming up with the springtime that's here. Let's go ahead and take a look at your cards. Okay, pile number 1, welcome to your spread. Spirit has sent through a really clear, decisive message for you today. What you're going to be spring cleaning in your life in this spring of 2023 is your money, your career, your finances, the way that money comes into you. The 10 of Pentacles is here, the 7 of Wands, the 5 of Swords. It feels like there has been a struggle in your money area if you're going to have the 5 of Swords here. So you might have withdrawn recently. Sometimes when you're in the battle, you have to walk away. You might have surrendered, waved that white flag out of frustration. You had to walk away, take a break because you have been bumping your head against the same wall for a while and it's not working for you and you don't know why. 7 of Wands, it feels like you've been trying to tread water. So if you run your own business, maybe you have been losing money for some time or just barely breaking even and you're not seeing the money come in that you thought would come in. Or if you work at a traditional job, you might have been having some troubles on the job, some frustrations with your coworkers, with your boss, with the people around you. There's been some difficulty in your money department with the 7 of Wands. You might be Spirit keeps saying the message about keeping your head above the water and treading water. So it feels like you might feel like you were in a boat that has holes and you're just taking on water, right? Like more bills are coming in than you have money to take care of. So you could have been feeling a lot of frustration and a lot of struggle around that. Usually in the 5 of Swords, we see more people in this card, but there's only one man in this card and he looks like a knight. And so what I'm feeling from this card specifically, since this is different than other tarot decks, is that you've been alone in this. So perhaps you feel like you are the main breadwinner for your household, or this is your first time stepping out into the world on your own. Whatever this is, you feel like you've been in this battle on your own. For example, if you are running a business with someone, if you're a co-founder, a co-owner, you might feel like that other person has not been contributing to this situation, like you've been all on your own. Or if you have a romantic partner and you live together or you're married, you may feel like you've been pulling all of the financial weight here. There's something going on where you feel like you have been on the battlefield alone. Again, Spirit is bringing through that you're probably the main breadwinner. So it could even be something where you're in charge of taking care of your parents or someone else in your family, and they're relying on you, and you've been in this struggle alone. So it's time to clean out the old with the springtime and let in the new. This looks like a sunrise or a sunset over here in the background, but Spirit is bringing through that it's a sunset. The sun is setting on the old way that you were funding your life so that the sun can rise on a new way that you're going to make money in your life. Spirit is saying that you are protected, so you don't have to fight so hard. You're going to have to be a little bit brave in this season to clean out this area of your life to create the shift and the change that you want to see. You've been in a battle, so it's going to be really nerve-wracking to set down that sword and to not keep fighting this fight. But Spirit is saying that there's nothing left for you in the financial situation that you were in. So something needs to shift and something needs to be changed, but you're going to have to be brave with that Seven of Wands and trust that when you put down your sword and when you put down that wand, that Spirit is going to be there to protect you, because ultimately we have the Ten of Pentacles, which is more powerful than any of these cards here. This man is sitting in the lap of luxury. There's a potential here for you to have a new idea that brings you longevity in your career, that brings you long-term success, that establishes your family. This is about a happy family being here. They're doing so well that they can also afford to take care of their dogs. They're living a lavish lifestyle. They're both dressed, well, all of the people in the card are dressed nicely. The Ten of Pentacles is about having all of your needs met. So that's going to look different for different people. Some people need a lot of money to have their needs met. Some people need less money. That's okay. It's going to be on your scale, on your level. Whatever you need to have your physical and financial needs met is what Spirit is going to bring in this season when you clean things out. We also have the card Beginnings over here. Don't be afraid to start small. So it definitely feels like some of you will be starting your own business or regrouping with your business, Spirit is saying, and also not being afraid to fill out an application if you're looking for a regular job, or take a smaller opportunity maybe than what you had before. You might be looking to fend off the change and hold on to a certain status, to a certain level that you've become accustomed to with the Ten of Pentacles, but Spirit is calling in a shift. So you might have to do something that feels like a beginning to you. It might feel smaller than where you think you are at this time in your life, but trust Spirit and walk it out through that to get to this new place. You also have the card number 4 with emotion coming out and cucumber. Cucumbers are very crisp and fresh. So there's something fresh energy coming in, but Spirit is also asking you to take your emotions out of this. We have the sage over here, or really that looks like some Palo Santo. Maybe that's a message coming through for some of you if you want to burn that in your home to create some fresh energy around your finances. Spirit is saying even over your wallet, or if some of you have money trees in your house, to bring in some new, fresh, cleansed energy. But the number 4 is all about stability. So with that and the Ten of Pentacles, you are going to be safe and protected. Again, when you put down your sword and you put down your wand, Spirit is going to run in and take that place for you. But you have to be able to trust in that, because there's going to be some things that you don't understand with this moon down here in the corner. Let's take a look at these cards. The important thing is not what they think of me, but what I think of them. So the important thing is, what is this opportunity that Spirit is going to bring in? What will this opportunity achieve in your life? Will it feel good to you? Will it get you to where you want to go? Is it a good step for you to take? It doesn't matter if someone else is going to think that this opportunity is beneath you, because there's definitely something here coming in about holding up expectations, whether it's expectations that you've placed on yourself or expectations that you feel others have of you. You're going to step out, you're going to do something different. So you're going to have to find all of your confidence and all of your power, like we were talking about with that yellow and orange on the butterfly that you selected. And it's only on the edges of your butterfly. So again, it feels like this is just beginning. This is something that is brewing within you, and this is something that you need to build up strength and courage inside of yourself until this butterfly turns from the blue with the uncertainty here all the way into this orange and yellow, and you can really take off and take flight into this 10 of Pentacles energy with your long-term success. So you're playing the long game, pile number 1. We also have this card, the customer is always right, especially when hungry. It feels like you're hungry to get to where you're going. It definitely feels like there's a frustrated energy here. Again, like you've been trying and it's not working. So you've got to try something new. With the customer is always right here, Spirit is bringing forward a message about feedback. So someone in your life is going to have given you some feedback, whether it's a customer because you offer a service, whether it is someone on your job, or maybe a family member has given you some suggestions and said, hey, you seem really stressed out in this situation, maybe you should change it, but you didn't want to accept that feedback. There's some kind of feedback in your life that you have been ignoring that Spirit is asking you to pay attention to. For this group, especially if you are located in the United States, we have people from all over the world on this channel, but even if you're not, the 4th of July could be a really significant time for you coming up. It feels like maybe this is going to start paying off in the 4th of July, and I know that sounds a long way away. It doesn't seem like you'll have to be in this struggle energy until then, again, if you release and allow Spirit to come in and help you through this. But 4th of July is coming through as a really significant time for you if you've selected this pile. And that could also just mean the heat when it gets hot outside, the summertime, being able to relax and bringing in some fun energy as you move into this 10 of Pentacles energy a few months down the line, ultimately is what that means. The news feed is always starving. Your finances are starving for something new. You are starving for something new, emotionally and financially. Update your terms and conditions. Spirit is asking you to allow yourself to think differently, to step outside of your box, to not keep going down the same road that you've been traveling because it's not working. 2, 4, 6, 8. So again, I feel like the next 4 months will be really significant and important for you. Be an indispensable cash dispenser. So Spirit is bringing through the word indispensable here. There's something that you have that other people don't have, that everyone is going to want to take part in. So pile number 1, watch out for your ideas. What are you spring cleaning? You're letting go of something in your financial area, in your work life, something. And you know, even if it's not something financial, this is something that you have just been running your head into that same wall and coming into blockages, and it's time to shift. And when you do, you're going to go through a financial level up in your life. You're going to go through a level up in your life in general. And you're going to determine what you think about the situation, not what other people think about the situation. And that's going to help you arrive at feeling so much better across the board. And again, long-term success in all areas when you see the 10 of Pentacles. So pile number 1, that's everything that I have for you in this reading today. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe before you head out, and I'll see you in another video. Take care. Welcome, pile number 2. You have chosen the biggest butterfly. So I'm feeling like you're standing to make the biggest changes possibly out of all 4 of the piles. But Spirit is showing me a really huge broom sweeping through your life all at once. So it feels like you're trying to make a really big push to create really big changes that are broad across the full spectrum of your life in one swoop, in one motion. Let's go ahead and take a look at your card. Okay, pile number 2, welcome to your spread. Spirit is definitely bringing through a really strong message that if you've chosen this pile, you may have also been drawn to pile number 1 or vice versa. If not, don't worry about it. Just stick with this one or feel free to check them both out. But Spirit is really bringing that through very strongly. So spring cleaning, what are you spring cleaning out of your life in the spring of 2023? You are clearing out doubt. There's a passion project here. There's a passion project. There could be a relationship when we see the Ace of Wands. There could be an adventure, a move. This is just going to be something that moves you emotionally, that makes you excited, that gets you going. And you've been having struggle about this with the 5 of Wands, doubt, battling. Spirit is really showing me going up against other people. So this doesn't, it's a little bit of internal doubt, but they're really bringing through that other people have been affecting you. Again, I really feel like you could have been drawn to both piles. They are a little bit different, but in the sense of struggle, they're the same. But in this pile, Maybe other people are doubting you and you're having to stand up for what it is that you believe in, for what you want to do with your life, right? But you're cleaning out the doubt, you're cleaning out the arguments, you're cleaning out the frustration. It doesn't necessarily feel like removing people from your life. For some of you, it could mean cutting ties with people in your life, at least for a little while, for a time. But that's not what Spirit is focusing on. Spirit is focusing on you setting boundaries and just finally breaking free and standing up for yourself and saying, hey, this is what I want, this is what I need, and this is what I'm gonna do. Because you're no longer engaging in this battle. You're gonna put your wands down. So if they're still out there on the field having the same argument, that's up to them, but you're stepping outside of it. And what are you doing when you clean out this portion of your life? You're moving into this King of Swords energy. What does that mean? It means that you're taking action. Again, when the King of Swords is here, we also could see someone that's a little bit distant. So I do feel like you might have to be distant from some people in your life in order to overcome these obstacles, but you're ready to move forward with what it is that's going to make you happy and what it is that's going to make you passionate. If you don't make the first move, someone else will. That fits so well here. Every hour spent staring at a screen is an hour spent alone. Beware to other people, your profile is your true self. So again, stepping into your true self, stepping into your passions, and you feel really confident about that. This may have been something that you struggled with for a while, and Spirit is also bringing out wolf in her name here. So you may be a lone wolf for a little while, going out on your own path, going out on your own journey, marching to the beat of your own drum. Spirit is literally showing me a drum with that Ace of Wands, but it feels good to you. So don't be afraid of this energy, pile number 2. It feels good to you. That's why this butterfly is so huge and expansive and on the winds of change here. So you're definitely going to make this move to clean out all of this doubt and friction and conflict in your life while you're spring cleaning it, and you're stepping out feeling so confident and so good about your choices because you have decided to make the first move. If there's something that's been holding you back, you recognize that other people are going to take part in this passion. Other people are going to jump on that opportunity and you don't want to miss out on it. So you're going to get in that King of Swords energy and strike while the iron is hot. We also have this card over here. Before you sell products, sell prestige. Spirit is bringing out this card because of the glasses on. You're going to be putting your blinders on again, blocking out people that are saying things that are not important, that are not going to help you get to where you're going. A strong engine can weather a bumpy road. So Spirit encouraging you to stay strong, to do whatever it is that you need to help yourself to stay strong, to stay on your course. As you go down this path, it feels like this is something that is really destined for you. This feels really deep and really exciting, and it's important for you to do this for yourself, for your future, but also maybe even others around you, even if that just means because you're inspiring other people to live out their true passion as well. Cut class. There are people in your life that have been trying to teach you something, that have been telling you that they know better about this situation than they do. And again, this feels like people that mean well. So maybe this is your family, maybe they have experience in this area, but we're all here to live our own life and our own experience. So you're gonna have to cut class. For some of you, you may even be considering going a different route, a non-traditional route. For example, your parents could be encouraging you to go to university and you don't want to do that. And you want to start a business right now because you have an idea and you know now is the time to take action on it. Spirit would be encouraging you to do that. But again, that can apply in so many ways in your life, so that's just an example. Test your theory on human subjects. So if you're arguing about this, or if you're debating about this, even just internally with yourself, if it's not about other people in your life, Spirit is saying the only way for you to see is for you to try. That's the only way that you're gonna know. You can't just talk about it and try this out in a controlled area in your mind, playing through all of the different what ifs and everything that could happen. You're going to have to put this into practice. So now the springtime is a time of action. Clear out the doubt, clear out what's holding you back. Sign your name on the dotted curve. You're going to be doing things differently, but you have to commit to this road. The numbers must add up to artwork. Again, Spirit encouraging you not to do just what makes sense logically, but to do what makes sense in your heart, because your spirit is trying to guide you to something along your destiny. Move forward and the world will catch up. So again, other people may not be on your same page right now, but Spirit encouraging you, again, that you don't have to cut ties. You may have to take a little bit of a distance, but people are going to come around and catch up and see your vision when you start painting with your paintbrush, pile number 2. This is a really beautiful message. You also have the card fertility. This is what's going to come through. This is who you're becoming if you choose to clear these things out of your life. You have the card fertility with watermelon. So again, another message that by summertime, this thing could take off. This thing could be feeling a lot better for you. You're bottling something up. You're making a recipe that no one has made before. You're doing something different, but you've got fertility energy here. So you're very creative. That's Empress energy. That's feminine energy, whether you're a masculine or a feminine. This is about taking something that's deep down inside of you and creating with it. But Spirit keeps showing me the paintbrush. There is something within you, pile number 2, that needs to be expressed, that needs to be exposed. The world needs to see it. It's important. It's important to the people around you, and it could be important on a greater scale as well. You also have the card wildflower. Wildflowers don't follow the rules. They grow wherever they want to. They're there for the beauty in nature. Live an uncontrolled life, free to grow anywhere and bound by nothing. So that's beautiful energy, pile number 2. That's what you're moving into, is your wildflower energy, bound by nothing, not paying attention to those arguments. You're not burning any bridges. You're not cutting any ties permanently, but you're speaking up for yourself and saying, you know what, I feel confident in this and I'm going to move forward in it. And you are going to paint the most beautiful picture that you have painted yet to this point in your life when you really step into this energy with confidence in yourself. Pile number 2, let me know what you thought in the comments. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe before you head out, and I'll see you next time. Take care. Hello, pile number 3. Let's take a look at what you're going to be spring cleaning out of your life in this springtime of 2023. Welcome to your spread, pile number 3. What are you spring cleaning out of your life in the spring season of 2023? Let's talk about it. So Spirit is bringing through a message that might be a little bit difficult to explain, so I'm going to do the best that I can. You have the Emperor, the Four of Cups, and the Page of Wands here. So it is a clear message that they're bringing through, though. With the Emperor, this is a person that has achieved a lot of success. This is a person that has strength. They know what they're doing. They're the Emperor. They're on the throne. But that can also come on the flip side with getting in your own way because of old thoughts and old patterns. What worked before may not be working now. And this could be in any area of your life. Wherever it applies, you'll know it'll land for you. But the Four of Cups, it feels like there's been somewhat of a disillusionment with something in your life. Something that has you kind of withdrawn and thinking about it. Like what used to make you happy, what used to make you excited about being the Emperor on the throne is no longer exciting you right now. So you're looking for something else. You're looking for something to pique your interest and get you back into this excited energy of the Page of Wands. And this wand is blossoming. So Spirit is letting you know that you have hope, you have the ability, you have the opportunity in this springtime to step into that more carefree, fun, exploration energy that comes when you see the Page of Wands there. That's that childlike, fearless energy that you once had before you stepped into this Emperor energy. So for some of you, you might be trying something new. Now here's the tricky part. Spirit is saying don't throw away everything that you have, because with the Emperor you have some kind of knowledge that has gotten you where you are today, and it's still valuable and it's still important. It's just not piquing your interest at this time. But Spirit is encouraging you not to throw all of that wisdom away. Don't walk completely away from everything that you have worked for, but allow this fresh energy, these new ideas, whatever is sparking you in this moment, allow that to come in. And so the real message here is that Spirit is asking you to come into agreement with all of these parts of yourself. Now, this could also play out in a sense of maybe you have been focused too much on your adult responsibilities and that has been frustrating you, or focusing too much on something that you're trying to manifest in your life. So Spirit might be encouraging you to take a little playtime off and get into that fun, playful energy that they're bringing through with the Page of Wands, and to find balance for yourself, because you're going to wind up being a lot more successful when you have that balance, rather than just trying to power through and be the emperor and wear the brave face and stay focused all the time. Because there is something here with the Four of Cups that has been pulling you down emotionally. But Spirit is asking you to come into agreement with yourself in this springtime. Fruit might also be something really important for you to eat. Spirit really wants to focus on the fruit on this card and the flowering. There's something in your life that wants to blossom, that wants to freshen up, that wants to be renewed, because you also have the card Patience. Wait for the fruit to ripen. I didn't even notice that it said that. Okay, so fruit again might be significant for you all, but wait for the fruit to ripen. When you go for your favorite fruit, you love it, but you have to wait for it to be ready for you to eat. There is something else down inside of you that is going to be revealed in time, but Spirit is asking you to come into agreement with yourself. 24 days from now, whenever you're watching the video, might be a significant time for you if you're waiting on something to come through, or just the energy shifting in your life. We have this card over here, Be Mad, Bad, and Dangerous to Know. Again, really encouraging you to take a little bit of a risk, to get excited again. To get excited. So the spring cleaning again is going to be those old thoughts and that path that you've walked so many times that it's no longer interesting to you. You're going to have to let a little bit of newness in. Take risk and have a press statement ready. What version of yourself do you want to present to the world today? That is the question that Spirit is asking you. You're always going to have this. You're always going to have what you know. You're always going to have your wisdom. You're always going to have what you've built. Serena Williams over here going through a transition in her career, right? Shifting, but she's still a winner. You're still going to have what people know about you. You're still going to have what people respect you for. But we go through different times in our life, and it's time for you to find something new in your life that's going to inspire you again. A podium finish doesn't mean you're done. So there's something new for you out there. And then we have this card, Act Like the Camera's Always Rolling. Hold a mirror up to society and play with the filters. Again, it's time for you to play around, and no topic is off limits. It's time for you to play around. It's time for you to not hinder yourself. Don't hold yourself back. And again, Spirit keeps bringing through that message about what worked before may not be what works right now. For you to feel in agreement with yourself emotionally, for you to feel in alignment. So the spring cleaning is about getting out of your own way, not throwing away all of the wisdom that you have and everything that you have built in your life, but allowing that new fresh energy to flow through. Pile 3, that's everything that I have for you today. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe before you head out, and I will see you in another video. Take care. Welcome, pile number 4, to your reading. Here is your beautiful butterfly, and let's go ahead and take a look at your cards. Okay, pile number 4, welcome to your spread. Let's talk about it. So for you, what are you spring cleaning? For some of you here, it will be cleaning out your environment. Now, that could be physical, but I'm more so talking about your emotional, your energetic environment. So for some of you, you might see turnover in your friend group. There might be some people that you're not spending time with right now, and kind of creating new connections in your life that are more in alignment with who you are right now, or reconnecting with some people that are important to you in your life that you haven't been giving much time to. But Spirit keeps bringing through the message hustle and bustle and quieting out the noise. We have the World card here, so there's a lot going on, but this World card is actually laying here in the reverse, I just noticed. So that brings the message home even more, that you kind of want to turn down the volume in your life at this time. And if that's not something that you normally do, then it's something that Spirit is encouraging you to do, because it would be good for you at this time. to do a little bit more play and a little bit less work. But there's something here about having quiet time and yet having a group of people, maybe a few people, your cornerstone people in your life that are really valuable to you, spending time with those people. So it's like you want to be alone, but you want to be alone with a few people that you have that close connection with, that you are your true full self around. Because there's something here about not wanting to be completely alone, but definitely tuning down the rest of the outside world, taking a step back from the hustle and bustle, from the grind of your everyday, whether that means going to work all the time or running around, having so many different tasks to accomplish. There's something about just sitting still, having a drink if you do that, hanging out with your friends and relaxing. But it's going to be a small group of people that you feel comfortable with. But Spirit is encouraging you to take some R&R, some rest and relaxation. The Fool is here also. It might be time to go on a new journey, but the dog is there as well. So again, another message about having that loyal companion. For some of you, this might be your romantic partner. It might be your best friend from growing up. There's something here about someone who's really significant in your life, about being alone with them and finding serenity in that space. Value quiet days with only the rustling leaves breaking the silence. So some of you may need to connect with nature. It feels like there might be a particular spot that is important to you all. You'll know what that is if that resonates with you. A lot of yellow here. So if you take this time during the springtime to clean out your responsibilities and to release some of your grip on all of the hard work that you have to do every day, all of that will be there when you get back. But Spirit is encouraging you to really enjoy this springtime, to really get out into nature, to take in a new environment, to find somewhere that feels good to you. Dress for yourself, not for a lover or occasion. Right, so it feels like you're constantly having to dress for an occasion, put on a face for an occasion. You have to wear the mask, you have to wear the hat, you have to show up for the occasion. But right now, Spirit is saying that it's time to show up for you. You need to run off like this fool and show up for yourself. Youth will never get old. So there's something here again about igniting that youthful energy inside of yourself, because if you take the time to do this in the spring, then you're going to be able to be there for your responsibilities a lot better. Youth will never get old. There's something here about rejuvenating yourself during the springtime. And that could be, again, physically or emotionally, rejuvenating yourself, whatever that means for you. Do not go gentle into that drab print. There's something here that needs a refresh. May the best spokesperson choose you. Spirit is saying to be the spokesperson for yourself. You have to make a decision for yourself to carve this time out, to tell everyone else and everything else to be quiet and put that on the back burner, to put yourself on the front for a moment here. When one door closes, order a better one online. So when one door closes, another one opens. Spirit is saying that if you lose any connections because you need to take some time to reset for yourself, then those people are not the people for you. If you miss out on an opportunity because you need to go on vacation and you're not going to be there to work and grind it out, then that wasn't the opportunity for you, because Spirit is really encouraging you once again to rejuvenate yourself, to take some time out to smell the roses and to find some serenity in your life, to come back into alignment with yourself. A good business model requires self-assembly. Spirit bringing through that message again, self-assembly. You have to put yourself together. You have to think about yourself first. Your customer is your coworker, and right now you are your own customer. You have to turn inward and self-reflect and ask yourself, what is it that you need? Because it feels like in this group things have been very firm and you haven't had too much fun in a while. Privacy loves company. So again, taking time out from the daily hustle and bustle, from the daily grind, but taking someone with you that you feel comfortable with and that's going to help to offer you some stimulation while you're there. Because it also feels like this is a group that doesn't necessarily like the quiet serenity, being alone. So that may be why Spirit is coming through in that way, telling you to tune out the world, but take someone with you that's still going to feel stimulating to you. We have the chili over here, spicing things up, shaking things up. The number 18 might be significant for you. Maybe you're going somewhere that's warm when you take this R&R with the hot chili peppers, growing in hot environments, but there's going to be some type of stimulation. Again, something that's going to really have you sparked, something that's really going to get you up and going. So pile number 4, that's everything that I have for you today. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe before you head out, and I will see you next time. Take care. Welcome, pile number 3. This is your butterfly. This is your reading, and let's get started taking a look at your cards. Welcome, pile number 3, to your spread. So Spirit is bringing through a message that is kind of interesting to explain, so I'm going to do the best that I can to explain it.